Welcome to the British people. This is Günther Fellinger-Jan talking here from Vienna, and I call for the United Kingdom to return to the European Union. You are our ally. You are the rock of European defense. You have been instrumental for freedom, of course, from the Nazi Empire. We have here this pin, this poppy, to remind ourselves always on the great sacrifice the British have done in World War I, in World War II for the freedom of Europe. During the Cold War, when you kept the Soviets out with your British troops in Germany, and of course for the liberation of the Balkans against Milosevic tyranny. And thank you very much for the liberation of Kosovo and for the victory against him in Bosnia. And now again in Ukraine, you are the quintessential nation for the defense, fast and decisive. You help the Ukrainians. Thanks a lot for that. Thanks for every single storm shadow you give to Ukraine, because you are really the ones who have much more bolts than the Americans, much more bolts of steels than the Germans. There is no Taurus, no Tomahawk, there is only storm shadows, and it makes all the difference to end the Russian aggression and to destroy Putin's tyranny. Thanks a lot, United Kingdom. Without you, we would live in unfreedom and in tyranny and in darkness. And please, you have, of course, this Russian-imposed Brexit of 2016. Putin knows very well how to do things, and he found these useful idiots in the United Kingdom, and they broke you away from the European Union. Now your prosperity is going down, and this leads to extremism like Nigel Farage. In many ways, a Russian useful idiot or worse, who will make a lot of damage and make you even poorer. So the only way for prosperity, for success, is to come back in a reformed, united Europe of which Ukraine is inside, where Kosovo is inside, where Bosnia is inside, where the Balkans is inside, and we solve and settle our issues together in one currency. Yes, the UK, the currency, in one Schengen, yes, the Schengen, and in one strong border which we can protect together, with also very much the British Navy in the Mediterranean and against Russia. And then we will be stronger, we can defend our borders, we will not be overrun or something like they say, which we anyhow won't be. But you must return, please, in 2029. We need you. You will be also much more successful if we are together, because the prosperity inside a big market, you don't need to be an economist like me to understand it. Very simple. The bigger the market, the more the opportunities, the more customers, the more innovation. And that's the logic of the European Union. And that was the logic of the British Empire in its days. And that's the logic, being united in a big market, the open, the better. And it's, of course, what we also do now in the war. We have changed. We have concluded a free trade agreement with Indonesia. We will do the Mercosur. These are huge markets, and they're all available for you inside the European Union. So please come back, United Kingdom. Please come back in 2029. And if Keir Starmer doesn't have the balls, it may be this Green Party leader, Saka. Whoever leads the UK, but not Nigel Farage. As the Conservatives, which were always the party I loved most, are totally useless today. And I don't know where they are. Disappeared. So it must be one political leader coming to be ready to lead the United Kingdom back in the European family where you always belong to and you always will. And we need you and you need us. And together we will defeat our enemies in Russia, Iran, and if the Chinese there as well there, and also the others. And we will also then create a much better, fairer, freer world. And the British people will be much more prosperous, secure and fine. And with your nuclear power, we can defend each other much better. And with your army and navy, you can defend us. And we give you this opportunity. And we are all Europeans. And why not? Please give me one reason beside Russian intervention and British pride. Yes, but you cannot eat the pride. And it doesn't make you any way more secure. We need you. We are Europeans. Let's work together, and let's also solve the situation inside the United Kingdom, the unfairness and the injustice and the rural poverty and the regional disparity. This is what the European Union can do very well, and we did it very well for 40 years. if you would be a little bit more compliant with decency and good governance, please. That's my goal since 30 years, and then Putin won and broke you away. Now he's losing in Ukraine, and we must also rewind history towards reason, and UK must return towards the beautiful European Union, which we reform, and we will do a free trade agreement with America, and this will be very beneficial for all of us, and we will do the EU joining NATO. This is my best offer to make. The EU as a part of the NATO, as a full ally, with the flag in the headquarters, with the two headquarters united, and these are the two rocks of the West, and you will be part of both, and the EU will no longer be this left kind of loony woke project which you left, but it will be a decent defense union. It will be a member of NATO. It will have a free trade agreement with all the free world, yeah? And we will have defeated Russia, our enemy, and we will have Ukraine inside, Bosnia and Kosovo, the countries you liberated with your soldiers and your heroes. And thanks a lot for that. And now we will be all united. And how come you're not part of this great union we are building with Ukraine and the Balkans? It would be irrational, and it would hurt you more than us if you're not part. We will build this Europe, and it's much better to form it, to build it, and to decide together. So please, United Kingdom, join, and please follow me on my social media channels on X, yeah. And thanks a lot. I have now 100,002 followers, and I want to thank you very much. And I hope that we will be achieving unity of the West, of the free world, and of course disunity and breakup of our enemies. You will see more on that on my channel. And thanks a lot here from Vienna. All the best to my British friends, and please rejoin the European Union. Bye.